right, what up? What up?
What up, gang? We're back. It's React and Draw.
Let me see if I'm gonna hit.
We
Okay,
have
cool.
returned once again to talk about the mess, the shenanigans, the goings on in the entertainment world. And apparently things have been blowing up everywhere.
I, there's like too much to talk about. You mean nailing down one topic? I'm like, huh?
Exactly.
Didn't like 8 things happen today or something? Like,
Right. In the entertainment world, there's been a few things going on. In the, I guess, the normie world, it's been exploding with
yeah,
the elections, and you had the Trump man dodging bullets like Neo.
again.
You get again or something. Well, this guy didn't fire a shot. He got like tackled, I think, before like he ever got to that stage on the golf course.
It was on the
And then you
golf
got
course. I didn't even really like.
Sean's checked out of the
Now, I know something happened. I was busy like
something happened, just a little something, something.
something happened.
Then you got Diddy, which I'm sure the news has hit the
Ooh,
has that news hit the hood yet? I'm sure
has that
it's
news hit the
hood.
hood? There's
Just
memes
kidding. It's
already.
hit your hood. It's everywhere, bro. Diddy is in trouble, guys.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw, because you just first see like screenshots, right? And talking about 1,000, was it 1,000 bottles of baby oil or something? And I was like, that's fake. And then I read the all news articles. I was like, oh, okay. I don't even want to know what this entails. But he has he has multiple charges, but only 3 charges that I know of: kidnapping, assault, and something else. I forget. And I think 2 of those charges carry life sentences.
Dang,
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
my man's ain't
I
never
feel
again.
like it's like if you have see the thing is like when these media scandals happen,
Hmm.
if there's no one in your corner,
Right.
then it's like it's not looking good unless you can like delay trials and get like a bunch of lawyers to just tie things up or
Hmm.
look for red herrings and you know alternate strategies. Like I
Right.
remember I used to watch a TV show called The Practice. It used to be on ABC,
Hmm.
and the lawyers, they were defense attorneys, and they had a strategy called Plan B. And their strategy of Plan B was during the trial,
Hmm.
they kind of like when their client it wasn't looking too good for them, it was like gonna get that guilty verdict.
Yeah.
They would sort of, I don't know, cast a suspicion on someone else that may have done it,
Huh.
and then have the jury's like imaginations then go wild on that. It's like a last ditch effort kind of thing.
What's like a
But
fake
I
out?
mean,
Like what?
yeah, it was interesting. It was like, they would say like to the client, or they put them on the stand and stuff, and they say, where were you on the night of the murder? And they were like, I was in bed.
Hmm.
It says, but your father had the key to your apartment, right? And it's like, well, yeah, he did. He said he was on business, but do you know that for real? And they're like, well, actually, I don't. And then like the other lawyer would be like, what's going on? What are you saying? It's like, I'm just saying that he had access to the house. I'm just saying,
That's funny.
and then like the judge would get mad and say, what, everybody in my chambers, and crap like that. And then what kind of show you're running here? What kind of circus you're running here? And it's like, I'm just saying the facts.
And it's just to delay the trial or something, or like.
Nah, it's just to like, have the jury be like, what? Maybe the father did do it, yo. Like get
Okay, got you.
their crimes show ridden brains into overdrive.
Doing the most.
Like how we have a nation of like people watching these like ID discovery shows, like trying to be internet sleuths, thinking like, oh, this person didn't do it. This guy really did it.
Right.
That's what they do. But anyway, that
That
was
that that's
a,
funny.
that was a wild detour. But anyway, we're not here to talk about anything. Top story.
Top
of our
story
channel.
is, well, before any of that, what's up to Master Pandas in the chat? What's up?
What up, Panda? What's up, y'all?
How you doing, man?
What up with you, Massive Panda? What are you drawing right now?
This is going to be potentially for my next video, which is a drawing of one of the characters, one of our characters, Vanessa. I drew her here before. She's a resistance
Okay.
member in one of our books. I was just giving her like a like one of those three-quarter portraits, and I changed her up just a little bit, still trying to retain like a cyberpunk element or something. Not cyberpunk, post-apocalyptic. Excuse me, but
His headband.
yeah,
That's cool. I like that. It's very 80s.
yeah. I had some '80s inspiration for it, so I was like, yeah, let me put a headband on it. I figure out the colors and the looks and everything, and
But today's story, we're going to be talking about Warhammer's CEO, well, Saber Interactive.
right,
The company that's putting out Warhammer 40K. Space Marine 2.
right,
Apparently, he left a comment in an Asmongold video on
right.
YouTube stating his, I don't know, concerns about modern gaming and how preachy it is and how he desires to not go in that direction. It was like a paragraph and change,
Yep.
and apparently this chunk of text irritated some on the interwebs.
Yes.
And IGN asked the question and wrote an article/inquiry on, did that man really write this article?
So let's bring that up
There's
real
a
quick.
manhunt from a man right now. He is running through the sewers, evading
He on the run.
the, I don't know, modern gaming watchdogs with, pitchforks and, flamethrowers and
I love how there's modern gaming watchdogs, but no modern
just,
gaming audience.
yeah, maybe the audience is just the watchdogs. Like they
I
they
think, yeah,
they
I think like
watch.
maybe the modern audience was the media outlets, I guess.
I guess so. It's more like they're more of a behind the curtain kind of people.
Yeah.
They're the consultants. Like, they're gonna consult on your game to make sure you don't get wrecked by the press
Right.
because you didn't have, like, I don't know, Jamaican eating the right, kind of ethnic food in the game. So like
Right.
they're gonna watch out to make sure, like, the recipes are on point, that kind of thing. They're more of that class, they're not like programming really. That's like for like,
Nah.
I don't know, some nerd they got working there something to do. Like they're more of like, the laptop chill, they're gonna play foosball in the rec part of the rec center part of the wing of the company. They're more like,
AKA not doing real work.
well, yeah, I mean, the nuts and bolts, right? The game,
Yeah.
thinking of the puzzles and thinking of like the character designs, they have like ideas. They're the idea man,
Right. And
They're
they
the idea man.
are the modern. Oh, well, hold on. Before we get into the article, Powers here. What's up? Yeah.
What up, Power? What's
Master
going
Panda
on,
says,
Chief?
"Man, I'm trying to design a mech suit for some commission I'm going. I kind of forgot how difficult it is to draw anything robotic. Listen, man. Get all the reference you need and spread it around you. Get a big Pinterest board. You know what I mean? It is difficult.
For sure.
Can't lie. So
A
yeah.
lot of shapes, get a lot of reference, use a lot of layers. Like,
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, so let's see what we got here. Hold on. Warhammer 40,000, or I guess you say 40K. Before I get into this, I just want to say I have never, disclaimer, played a 40K game. Neither Dan nor I. I never played it. But I will say I did see the trailers and the gameplay for Space Marine 2. I don't know, it looked kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like big aliens and a lot of like massive carnage on the screen, and I'm like, I don't know. It might fix that itch for me not playing Doom at the
Well,
moment.
I mean, look, if you've been living under a rock, then you may not heard of this game or something like that. But I think everyone and their mama know what Warhammer K, or Warhammer 40K is,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what it looks like, and the demographic that they're trying to appeal to, right?
Right,
You know what
of
I'm saying?
course.
So it's hardcore, like
Yeah, fighting a lot of
fighting space battles, and
rage on the screen. You know what I mean?
right, exactly. It's a very dudely game. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Oh, like it's just you know
This is
what
the
it
game of
was
the
when
stereotype.
Henry Cavill was getting into it, but um, I heard he finally bowed out of that, but I don't know that for sure. I just I saw a headline, but I don't know. So anyway, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 dev won't say whether imposing morals on gamers YouTube comment is from its CEO. I love how that's what IGN decided to highlight because I'm going to read the comment. Saber Interactive won't say whether a comment heavily circulated on social media is from its CEO. Okay. Well, I guess I have to put the disclaimer. This is some article by somebody named Cat Billy. Don't go bother this person. Saber Interactive is declining to say whether a YouTube comment circulating on social media, which among other things says that modern games are too complex and too much of an investment, and that they are overblown attempts at messaging and imposing morals on gamers, is from its CEO, Matthew Karch. Now I'm gonna read this because it's real small, y'all. Um, Brief. Hold on, it's even small for me. Give me a second.
You
Can
have
I
to
like?
confess Control plus plus or something. What is this? Oh, here we
Here
go.
we go. Well, you guys can't see
Nice.
this whole thing, but I'll read it. I can see it. Matthew Karch says, "Hey man, CEO of Saber here." I mean, he like said who he was. I love your videos. When we signed a deal to make Space Marine 2, all I wanted was a throwback game. We had a chance to work on something which by its nature was old school. I can't even comprehend many of the current games that we play these days. They are too complex and too much of an investment. We worked on Halo back in the day, and that game could be distilled down to its simplest of shooting loops, but it was entirely addicting. That is what we wanted to recapture. I hope games like Space Marine 2 and Wukong are a start of a reversion to a time when games were simply about fun and immersion. I spent some time as chief operating office at Embracer, and I saw games that were made sorry, excuse me. I saw games that were made me want to cry. You kind of butchered that. With overblown attempts at messaging or imposing morals on gamers. We want we just want to do some glory kills and get the heart rate up a little. For me, that's what games should be about. End quote. How do I get this back into? Oh, here we go. So apparently, that's what the man said. Um, and this comment, did they confirm it here? Yes. Hold on. The commenter claiming to be Karch weighed in on a video from YouTuber Asmongold focusing on whether Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 where they expounded on what they consider to be the state of modern games industry. Full comment is below. Oh, they had it bigger here. I could have just read it from here. I'm silly. Rena's in the chat. What's up? So yeah, the comment quickly got picked up and began making rounds on various social platforms, with some wondering if the comment was actually from Karch. IGN reached out to Embracer Group and asking for confirmation one way or another, but we did not receive a response. The account purported to belong to Karch has no videos and 197 subscribers. Hmm, that could be anybody then, realistically.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's anonymous. So I mean, like, look, I mean, didn't you have a video the other day saying like, oh, some guy posted and said that you were one of the developers of Concord?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
So it could
and
just,
people believed it.
yeah,
So like somebody could say, Oh, that
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
the
Matthew Karch.
CEO of I'm Bob Iger. I and I agree that we need to change focus on these superhero films. Like it could be fake. You know what I mean?
Could be fake. It really could be fake.
But IGN did ask, right? Because it says there, IGN reached out to the Embracer Group asking for confirmation one way or another, but did not receive a response. The account purporting to belong to Karch has no videos and 197 subscribers, which means like it could be a fake account, but it could be an account of some guy who just ain't got time for YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he just
Maybe he's got a few comments somewhere else saying, "Yeah, I'm the CEO of this" on some random video,
Mhm.
and they follow him based off of that comment, but that's it. Like so, and there's no real way to like track down all his comments unless you work for like Google.
right. No, you can't
So
search
maybe
people's comments up. I don't think so.
nah, it's not that deep.
So it says Saber Interactive is fresh off the release of Space Marine 2, which arrived in early September and quickly amassed around 2 million players. Okay. A sequel to the fan favorite Xbox 360 series. It has drawn comparison to other shooters from that era. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 may not break the third person shooter mold, but it looks amazing and makes good use of the Warhammer lore and has brutal combat and just feel great. We wrote in our review. Eh, Short and sweet right there.
Well, what he wrote was like pretty general. He just said, "Listen, um, I don't like overt messages in my game, so I'm not going to." I agree with that. Now, I guess if you watch the Asmongold video, and I guess if you know his content, maybe that's gonna ruffle feathers because he is definitely not a fan of the activist uh gaming
Right,
movement or whatever that has permeated multiple forms of entertainment in the
right.
United States.
Hmm.
So it's like, are you talking to this guy? So if you must agree with everything he says, which means you are now my enemy, that kind of thing.
I
In the
mean,
in the culture wars, it's like the water wars and like the Kevin Costner film Water World. We're in the culture wars,
right,
and you got to pick a side. Rep your set, like the Crips and the Bloods. You got IGN doing
I mean,
proverbial Crip walk all over Saber Interactive's CEO right now, that kind of thing.
now I will say, I mean, I'd love to give IGN the benefit of the doubt, but it's IGN. And they did present the article in a way as if to say, like, why would you say something like that? Because
Meanwhile,
IGN,
like if you look at the content, you look at the comment
mm-hmm,
on its own or whatever, it's fine. Like it's like, and people in the comment section of that seem to agree with the poster. He agreed with the OP. He agreed with
mm-hmm,
Saber Interactive CEO.
right, the alleged Saber
He
Interactive,
allegedly,
right,
because maybe he don't got time to respond to IGN. Maybe to acknowledge it would mean that he's against it. Maybe he didn't write it, but he is for it. But if he
yeah,
comments that it's not him, then it seems like he would not be for that. Like he doesn't want to get involved,
right.
which is
So
probably for the best because no one's going to remember this.
no, I mean, to be honest, like, this is not so severe that like in 3 days, like,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be over.
Besides, it's like election year, so everybody who's like upset over like any kind of activism
Hmm.
is gonna get dwarfed by the election, which is like
That's true.
the big news. It's gonna like draw these people to rather than some video games.
Now, I don't. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like it does matter though because it's like I guess it's because like yeah, Concord like flopped and
Yeah.
Now you hear in these comments and Disney, and they want to try and return to some kind of we're for everybody kind of thing, and
Yeah.
you kind of get this sense that they're like wrapping up
Wrapping up
the
the activist entertainment
yeah, movement of the past 10 years and trying to move into another phase right now.
I mean, I guess they would, even if they didn't want to, right? They technically would have to because they're. I think I said this last week. These type of pieces of entertainment have always been failing. It's just that this year they're failing too big. They invested too much into a thing that was going to fail. Like I don't know how much money was put into that Saints Row game that tanked the company.
Hmm.
But Sushi Squad and Concord, bro, that's too much money, man. That's too much money. Like that's too much millions like dumping in. So now it's like even if they wanted to like stand up for this type of entertainment,
Yeah.
it's like how could you the numbers can the Ubisoft's freaking shareholders. I heard I still haven't read that entire story. I really should, and maybe I'll report back on that soon. And they've had it. I've heard at least from what I've heard from limited things I saw. So they don't have the numbers to back this up anymore. Now I'm not gonna put words in IGN's mouth. I guess in good faith in this article, but the way the article was written to me just sounded like, why would you say that? That is an irresponsible thing to say. And I'm like, you know what's irresponsible? Spending $100 million on a game that people said they didn't like from the trailer and then still doing it and then having it get nuked in 2 weeks. That seems irresponsible. Like nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for I guess the games that this CEO was talking about when talking about the message would be something like Dustborn, which is 100% propaganda game, I guess, that we all made my friend Makani play on his live stream that that he refunded, but But other than that, I didn't see a problem with the statement, to be honest. Also, there's more to that statement too, where he was talking about, oh, these games are getting too complex, and yeah, sometimes these games do be getting too complex. They got like 8 million systems that you got to learn.
It's true because, like, look, I mean, depending on like the economy right now, like people trying to struggle
Mm-hmm.
to make ends meet, like, and they only have about maybe two, if they're a serious gamer, like even if they're a serious gamer, they got like 2 or 3 games
Mm-hmm.
that they're playing for like a long-term period, like online, and even the solo
Yeah.
gaming experience and unlocking all the mazes and trophies and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
that they don't have time for like the 48th shooter
Right.
that's going to take them, you know 2-3 months to beat. And every game seems to want not only to occupy a large chunk of your life, they want to occupy a large chunk of your lifestyle or something. Like they want you to like,
Right.
buy clothes for the character, dress him up, give him Reese's Pieces, feed him, grow his food. They want you to get the T-shirt. They want you to join the membership and to get the backstory on the lore. Like you know they want you brainwashed in the cult, bro. They want you in the Discord.
Yeah.
They want you. It's like it's just too much. Like every game ain't got the juice for that level of devotion,
No, it don't.
right? So I mean, there's only so many hours in a day. There's only so much that you can't you can't get blood from a stone, right? The customers are fried at this point. And
Like
now I
who?
hear there's like another shooter that they got coming out that they want them to pay. Sony wants them to pay $40 for that.
What shooter was this again? I think you were telling me.
Forgot the name fact. I'll look it up. In the meantime, check the chat. I'll get that name for
Not
you
not
real
not fair
quick.
games, right?
No, it's not fair game. Fair game. It sounds like a fake ass like title or something. Fair games. Wasn't there a company video game called Infogrames or Info Games or
Wait a
something like
minute,
that?
that sounds familiar. What?
Sounds like that to me whenever
Rita
you
says she just
say
want a good
fair
fighting game.
games.
Rena, you gotta go play Tekken, man. I heard it was good. I'm not really into, you know, I'm not
Yeah,
heavily into to fighting games, but
it's a game called Marathon. It says it will reportedly be a pay to play game. And this is Bungie doing this.
Marathon.
So it's not Sony, it's Bungie. But I don't know. I mean, it's tough because the game I think have to be super awesome to like have that entry point. Like it'd have to blow people away months and months and months and years in advance to get people stoked to pay $40 at this point. I think it's like probably more of a safer bet. They just release, a basic version and they can just, just like especially with new IP. Everyone's like very skittish
Oh, I see
about.
it. What is this? Marathon. I see it here. Here's a trailer if you want to check it out. Huh?
Yeah, we'll check it out. Let's check it out.
Hold on. That's
Brina says she wishes there was another Soul Calibur game.
Oh, I mean, excuse me. Hold on. Oh, why is this off to the side? Hold on. That's annoying. Can I just see this on YouTube, yo? Yeah, watch on YouTube.
No, you can't see anything. You're forbidden. Forbidden.
And it's still off to the side. Give me a second.
Brina says, I just want a good fighting game. I was never into Tekken.
Not into Tekken. I mean, me neither, but you know. Let me see what this marathon game is about.
So you got Tekken, right? You know who's into Tekken? Todd Bridges. I remember reading back in the day that Todd Bridges was into Tekken.
Right.
Todd Bridges played the brother of Gary Coleman on Different Strokes. He's on Twitch, by the way.
Todd Bridges on Twitch?
Yeah.
No, I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
He plays like I forget what he plays.
I gotta see that.
He plays Fortnite, I think.
Todd Bridges out here playing Fortnite. That's funny.
I'm gonna have to ask Todd about his Tekken experience. It was 1 year ago, huh? Bungie.
Just look like a tech demo or something.
Announced trailer.
I'm not gonna lie, that didn't give me much. Let me see.
Yeah, they got anything else?
Nothing.
Behind the scenes.
Oh, here we go. That's what happens when you don't buy your YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
Get your Tommy Hilfiger on, man.
Yeah. Free advertisement for them. And this is gonna be live. This is gonna be live.
We're combining the rich history of Marathon with a PvP extraction shooter where players get to be part of the narrative. I think that's just going to be a magic formula.
In Marathon, you are a runner. And you're exploring the hostile world of Tau City 4, looking for mysterious artifacts, implants, and weapons for your runner that are just going to make your character stronger.
You make the best things on the shoulders of giants. And in our case, those giants are Halo and Destiny. The team's been leveraging 30 years of experience and innovation and passion to create Marathon.
Yeah, I don't mean to be a killjoy, but like, this is gonna sound like hyperbole. Like, does everything have to be like a freaking PvP? Like,
I guess so.
I
I
like-
guess
it's
the
a big-
guy straight up said it in the video. He's like, "Look, we're basing this game off of 2 games. It's like it's Halo." Okay,
I guess
like,
it's just it seems like this stuff is like a big risk, man. Huh?
well, we don't know.
I mean, it's
Some people
Bungie, so
look, the guy said he had 30 years of game experience that they're leveraging. Okay, they know they're the experts, right?
I guess so.
I don't know, but the thing is, though, it all depends on if this thing looks cool. They could say everybody's got experience.
Right.
It's like in comics, they have all these people have like
So
90 years of
Marathon,
experience in
you're a
comics.
runner is a cybernetic mercenary.
They're this combination of fashion and sci-fi and cyberpunk. They're just
Those
so
words.
cool.
You're going to be able to both visually represent yourself in really interesting ways, but then also there's going to be gameplay modifications, which is going to be awesome. And it means that you and the
Social
other
lead
people on your
manager.
crew can pick your
What is
different
that?
play styles. I think the runners are going to be a really great way for players to shape their gameplay.
Yeah.
Tau City is a very vibrant and dangerous world.
We wanted to make sure this world pushed back on you
Cat.
in the right amount.
It's a cat. They made sure to get their identities in there. You know what I'm saying? That's
Well,
Well, the
important.
cat is like,
You never know what
Where's
you're
the- where's
gonna
the cat's
find
pronouns?
or who you're gonna face.
well, the
Trying to
cat's
get out alive, and so
it's a
is
comfort
your
animal, I'm
life.
sure.
We're combining the best of that Bungie touch
And then
and
wrong with
feel
cats.
gameplay, but we're adding that incredible tension and these emotional highs and lows.
We want that kind of just surprising, dangerous mystery. Imagine going
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not hyped. Like, like
Well, the thing is, like, I wish they would, and I've seen launch trailers like this too, and I've seen launch trailers like this of games that probably have been a success. But to me, I don't know, man. Like, I wish it would just tell me the story, you know, and see if the story can entertain me, rather than them telling me it's like it's cool, it's like a cyberpunk and it's fashion
right.
and it's an immersive world, and I'm like, you know, just tell me about the storyline. You know, maybe I could judge for myself if I want to immerse myself into it myself.
Right.
You know, like the visuals look okay. You know, it looks like, you know, like all these other games, but
Yeah.
whatever. Let's continue.
into this basement of one of the colony buildings, and it's like flooded with water and murkiness. It's too quiet. Just the sloshing of your footsteps. Around the corner, you see some beam of green light. And you're like, oh no, what is that?
Marathon is a game where you're always one run away from greatness. You might find like the sick loot in this corner. You might find the compiler in that corner. But every choice you make matters.
It's great to see some of those moments in the world that just kind of naturally happen as players collide.
What runners are doing is gonna be that exciting narrative that unfolds over the course of a season. Who knows what's gonna happen, but imagine if one crew happens to find an alien key. They place it on this altar, and then they get memorialized for opening up the next zone. And they have to go and figure out how to then unlock that for everybody else.
There's a lot of ways to feel like you can win this game. Obviously, getting out alive is the primary one. You can win by getting out with the most artifacts. Each piece of an artifact you find in the world combines into creating bigger, more valuable artifacts.
Artifact
Had a run where I
hunting.
get all the pieces to get
Like
a prime
Death
artifact.
Stranding, where it's like
I
you
couldn't
got
get
do a
out.
collaborative
And
effort to
then I
like
hear
build stuff
gunfire
or
in a
something.
building nearby, and I know I just need one more piece to get that prime. And that's a decision that we want players to have to make.
You can choose to engage the other team. You can choose to just find the artifact, and then you can choose to just get out.
I actually shared an exfil with someone they started shooting me, and I'm like, okay, like I downed them, and then I let them go. And that's the point. Like I could play any way I want.
She demonstrated her power, and then she let them go.
There's just so many different ways you can be famous. or infamous. Did you help somebody?
They thought the
who
sound
really
effects
needed
would help the trailer, you know what I'm
or
saying?
You became world's first because you unlocked the
Yeah,
zone.
they gotta
or
hype it up any way they
you
can,
are
you know.
the
It's
best
just
runner in the world because you've climbed the
the
leaderboard
runners.
I'm not trying to figure out if I'm feeling these designs. Huh?
Yeah, it's like, you know, I mean, it's definitely not no. It's not Concord territory. I mean, like this is like a pretty like standard
I mean, it's like
shooter game, you know. It's
right?
like, but I don't know. I guess like conceptually, it's just like I guess it's the
Like, is
same
this
as
early
like
concept? Like, is there more?
almost a year ago, but I don't know. These are like, you know, this is like, you know, multiplayer, you know, run and gun, you know, shooter stuff for points and trophies and stuff. Like it doesn't need like a deep layered universe and storyline. And I mean, it would be nice. I mean, yeah, some iconic characters because these Overwatch, they have like Tracer and people like that. Like
Yeah,
people
yeah,
know the
yeah,
names,
yeah.
people know the
I mean, those characters look
characters
cool.
and right. This one they just say it's like runners, and then they try to describe a scene. Like imagine there's like water, and there's like it's murky, and like you get up from the water, and then another player tries to shoot you. It's like kind of like, well, that's like, you know, it's like old Half-Life stuff, like from back
Right.
in 2001 or something. Like what is the like I don't know. It's it's like they wanted to make a game. Like they came out and said, I want to make a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the title of it's called Marathon, and they have the runners, and they just run around trying to shoot each other, and that's the hook. I guess that was enough to get the big check from Bungie. I guess, like, you know, like they
I suppose so.
whatever, you know, like whatever. Who knows?
Brina said, y'all sound like you hating. I'm not. It's just not.
Do I
Are
sound
you?
like I'm hating? I'm trying to get into it. Like I'm actually trying to see their.
Hold on, Brina. Are you hyped?
Maybe Brina's hypes. That's why I always leave room for others, because maybe, you know, you some old jaded, you know, fools out here, nibbers that seen it all, you know, whatever. But the young cats are like seeing the runners, they're seeing the enthusiasm of the development team,
right?
And it's infectious.
I mean, it might do good because it's Bungie.
Right, and it's got like a solid graphical system, and they're professionals with 30 years of experience in the game. That, you know, maybe the youth, you know what I'm saying, are like, yo, this is fire.
I mean, she answered exactly what I thought she was going to answer to it. I don't give a F. I don't play shooting games. Exactly. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, even she's playing devil's advocate now, I guess. But
like Brina is not even going to look at another trailer of this game. Like,
no, probably not. I'm waiting for, like, I don't know, the person in the chat to say this is.
I'm waiting for Brina to the. She said she made some cookies with what? A whole block of Kerry gold butter to make the cookies. That's a lot of butter.
There you go. Using the good stuff. She ain't using imperial butter from, like, you know, the.
How much is imperial butter now after inflation?
I don't know. These days, any butter's probably like, you know, $400. Let's let me see a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, she's into it. Oh. Got some color scheme right now.
Marathon is graphic realism.
Graphic
bold,
realism.
Colorful, stylized art.
It's vibrant. It's beautiful, but also mysterious. It's familiar.
Very passionate
but
about this.
Strange.
Yeah.
We're really trying to find the right mix of beauty and mystery.
When I jump into the game, I'm just like running for my life, but at the same time, I'll be like, oh, this bush is so beautiful. Oh, look at that building. Oh my.
Because we're targeting this like very bold style, it's a balancing act to figure out where do we dial it to 11, where do we dial it back to 6, and which objects and which elements of the world do we really want to highlight. It's something fresh and sort of uncharted territory.
With Marathon, Bungie is very clearly focusing on PvP, and so from the ground up, the integrity of the experience has been absolutely critical. And it was non-negotiable that Bungie was going to be investing in dedicated servers for Marathon, disconnect recovery, and Fog of War. Like, without those elements, none of this matters.
So we actually have a dedicated team in charge of security and making sure the game like is as fair as possible.
Just reading the comments. Like, brief.
Oh.
Marathon's going to be releasing on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and it's going to have full cross-save and cross-play.
We are marching towards our alpha, which is really exciting.
We wish we could show you all the cool stuff that we're working on right now, but we can't do it just yet.
After this announcement, we are going to go dark for a while, for an extended period, while we focus on developing and playtesting the game.
Oh, I got one. One's down. One's down.
Next time you hear from us, we're going to be much closer to release, and we will be ready to reveal gameplay.
Okay.
You're being thwarted all the time, and you've got to adapt. At the core, it's what it means to be human.
I was just gonna say you shoot people and take their stuff. That was way better than I was gonna do.
Okay.
What do the comments have to say?
Let's see. Marathon was like a Halo. Marathon was like a Halo game. It's confusing hearing Marathon will become a looter shooter or something. They're very transparent and communicative. The gaming industry needs more of this. We're close to alpha. We're going dark for a while to work on the game. No false promises. Gameplay stated to be shown after the dark phase and when they're ready. Keep this up. There's such a dope art style, and Bungie knows how to make amazing shooter mechanics. Say what you will about Destiny, but shooting is awesome. Sad to see Bungie is reduced to a hollow shell of whatever this is supposed to be. Hopefully there's proximity chat. So does this have nothing to do with Marathon 1994? I'm super confused. Wish they show some gameplay at the showcase. The game sounds fun. Says, but why is it an extraction shooter? Whoever looked at Marathon and thought, you know, this game would be really cool if it was a PvP extraction shooter. It sounds to be like a mixed batch of comments.
Yeah, they seem to be okay with it, I guess. I don't know.
Generalized.
Yes.
Everything you love turns to garbage. What do you mean everything you love? Like, what's
yeah, what is an original title, bro? Like, what are you
talking about? I'm confused, sir. So why is this game called Marathon?
I don't know.
Somebody explains why the hell they didn't do a single player remake of the Marathon games instead of this PvP garbage. So there was original Marathon games?
Okay.
Oh, okay, all right. Understood. I take back my criticism from earlier commenter.
I don't know. Someone must be like, these studios must be really into, like, they saw that Fortnite Overwatch money and they were like, I need that for me. I need that. We need that.
I guess so.
And everyone's desperate to make the next big thing,
Everybody's desperate to become the next Fortnite. Like, Fortnite is like the be all and end all.
Oh, yeah. They'd rather not make any more games but a Fortnite. They'd rather just say, I cancel making every other game but a Fortnite-like shooter.
Right.
So you're going to play Fortnite forever. They don't got to make another anything if they don't feel like it.
I guess I'll talk about that later. Or I could talk about it tomorrow, whichever, but this was some other BS right here. And it's ticked me off earlier. Let me get back to some. Where's my stuff? Oh, it's still there. Wait, how's it still there? Oh, it's not there.
It's stuck.
Yeah, I got it. Now it's there. Oh, Fortnite. I played Fortnite like one time. Yeah, like for like 15 minutes, literally. I wasn't. I mean, I guess if I stuck with it, I would have been to it. But I don't know. It didn't grab me. I was just like, oh, okay. It's Fortnite. Brina, you ever play Fortnite? Maybe I'm the only one. I'm the only grumpy person. Oh, the Fortnite. Building stuff with the kids.
Big grump.
Big grump.
In other news, did you see the trailer for the new Transformers movie? This animated thing?
There's a new trailer?
No, I mean like it's coming out. I think it's coming out like
But yes, I did see
very
the trailer,
soon.
yes.
Yeah. They're trying to say it's good. Like they're trying to say it's a good movie. I think someone gave it like a Midland review. I can't remember who it was. But Transformers 1, 89% Rotten Tomatoes.
I just feel
From
like
76 reviewers. So
I feel like I'm not the target audience of that movie.
yeah, they're kind of giving the Transformers like MCU style like dialogue.
Yeah.
Delivery cadence.
And I'm just like, do I want this? Like, I don't think
But
so.
apparently, I don't know. I guess the critics are digging it. I mean, I mean, I'm scrolling the critics right now, and you know, it's not like it's not like ABC and news or the Times or anything like that. But you know, Jeremy Johns seems to like it. He says, it's a quote here. He says, "It's good, solid, good, relatable." But whatever. I mean, it could be cool. I mean, like I remember like in those new Transformers movies, they have they're gonna make a crossover with G.I. Joe. This is hinted at.
Oh, live action?
Right. So they want to do a G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover film.
What is the likelihood that that's even good?
I don't know, because they seem to have never nailed the G.I. Joe franchise.
Right.
At least to a degree of the financial success of the Transformers. I think the first G.I. Joe movie made some money just because it was called G.I. Joe. But it was with Marlon Wayans was in it, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And then in part 2, like Channing Tatum didn't want to be in it anymore, so he had himself killed off in the beginning. And then The Rock was in it. And then the third movie was Snake Eyes, where they just like rebooted the whole thing.
Right.
And they had what's her name? Samara Weaving playing Scarlet, which is actually good casting, by the way. But
I didn't see.
Snake Eyes suffered from the curse of the shaky cam. The death of all action movies, where the camera shakes so much you can't see a fist
what
hit
the
a
hell
face.
is going on? Right, yeah.
The basics of an action film. Power 900's here. What up? Power 900 said, did anyone hear they're pushing YouTube to TV? No, I don't know what do you mean they're pushing YouTube to TV?
I mean, I know YouTube already has a smart TV app, but
maybe YouTube will make their own TV.
Oh, maybe
like Apple has their own TV.
What is TV nowadays? Actually, like, because everything just seems to be live streaming services.
I don't know. Like
I don't know what constitutes as
you got to
TV.
get like one of those over the air antennas. Like sometimes you click on TV, and they still have like ABC, CBS, and all this. You know, they're still playing Law and Order or the 911 shows. They have a slew of new doctor shows.
Yeah.
And all the doctors are like super noble. They got the guy. Remember the guy who's played Spock on the new Star Trek movies? He's got a new doctor show or something. And
he's got a doctor show.
Yeah, like he's one of these like noble doctors. He's like, I'm trying to save this patient, you know. You know, in real life, you go to like the hospital. It's like, you know, leave you in the ER for like 3 hours while you're.
I was dealing with the doctor all week, and it's just.
You know, I mean, they do care like once you get in, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
let's just say like if you ain't rocking with the big dollar bill,
oh yeah,
you getting a significantly less
service.
Yes, just saying. Brina says, "Do you mean they're pushing YouTube TV more? Maybe."
Interesting. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. If you could elaborate, Power, if you're still here.
Brina says she thinks she's seen the worst doll redesign.
Really? I mean, it got to
The
be.
redesign is worse than the actual thing. I mean,
What did they do? Who did it? Hage? Remember when he did Amari's?
Oh yeah. Power 900 says YouTube going full mainstream TV with a slew of new announcements that include turning the TV interface into something that looks like Netflix or Disney Plus. Could this turn YouTube into a streaming service that will attract more Hollywood types and push out indie content creators in the process? That's with What do you think about that? I mean, look, I mean, isn't YouTube just about scrolling and typing things in? And I guess now if they're going to select what content to push out.
Oh, I guess. Oh, I see what you're saying.
With the thumbnails, like they're going to categorize everyone. And I guess they're going to like. They already kind of do that already, right? They kind of like push out. I mean, if you're not logged in completely, they kind of push out like the most mainstreamy like streamers, right? Like Mr. Beast is like number one on the recommended tab at all times or something.
Yeah. I mean, my last video got pushed out. I don't even know how that happened. You know what I'm saying? But, thank you to YouTube. But, I mean, I guess YouTube does that. They push what needs to be pushed. I don't know. That's, I guess we'll see what develops off of that.
I guess if like somebody put out an independent film, I guess in theory, if they put ads in it, like old school television, and it was a popular show, they could make money like a TV show on television, right? Because they're funded by ads and commercial breaks.
Right.
In theory, like someone could make a series and put ads on it, like a dramatized thing, and then make money in theory.
Yes.
But if they have like these advertising, you have to get a certain number of watch hours and all this. But I don't know. Power 900 says YouTube is overhauling its connected TV app to compete more effectively with streaming giants like Netflix, Max, and Disney. YouTube's move to a TV-like model with AI-generated content could harm indie creators lacking studio resources. YouTube's new features aim to support smaller channels with confusing ads and poor recommendations. I don't know. I have to see it because what's the alternative? Everything's controlled to a degree.
The alternative,
going outside and doing puppet theater.
Yeah.
In IRL, being a circus clown. I have no idea. Try to like draw an audience off the street magic.
Yeah, there you go. I could do one of those these guys here in New York in Times Square, and they like draw on the street, like drawing your caricature.
As people get more sucked into the digital world, you go and you become more real.
That's the hook, you see.
Yes, you start you buy a bar,
right,
and then you show movies in the bar, and then you have a membership class, so you get into the VIP area where you watch the videos, and serve drinks. Although it's probably hard to get like a liquor license and like pay rent in like an actual venue.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
But I'm surprised people don't do that. Like I was thinking the other day, like Halloween's coming soon.
Yeah.
And you remember I was scrolling on the social media and I saw a picture of Elvira. Remember Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and she would like present movies and be like she'd go out in New Jersey and have like a Halloween show and stuff like that, right? We all know Elvira, right? But where's the new Elvira? Where's like maybe they're out there, but like where's the new person to like?
I don't know. Maybe the concept of Elvira is not
It's outdated right now.
PC or something. No,
I guess not.
Unless they have an OF and then it's okay for some reason. But
maybe they don't want like theatrical personalities now. They want like characters. They want like real people. Like, sup, my name is Steve. My name is Jeff. You know, just like a regular guy walking around.
That's how like wrestling is. Like,
yeah, it's like wrestling. Before it was like the Macho Man. It's like, oh yeah,
Macho Man. Now it's just like some guy,
right? Or the Undertaker. You really thought that dude was like undead, and he just like pops up to wrestle once in a while. Then he go back into the grave.
Right.
There's no mystique anymore. You know?
No, none at all.
Now it's just like some dude walks in. It's like his real name. Here's Jim Hewitt. He's a wrestler. With
I'm like,
hook.
who? Jim Hewitt. You heard me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then
they don't even let him take roids anymore. So it's just like a dude with like a normal average build, like no cuts. It's just like my name is Jim Hewitt, and I'm gonna wrestle.
And then he does his movies like, oh, Jim Hewitt's gonna do his new movie. It's the I don't know, the Slammer, and then it's just a Stone Cold Stunner.
Right, exactly. It's just a regular old. Like...
I'm like, did you just take Stone Cold's move? Like, yeah, but they just changed the name, so now it's okay. I'm like, nah, B. Like, what you guys saying in here?
Brina says they want real people for the lifestyle brand.
Oh God,
it is true. You know, they want real. They want a guy. They want a relatable person. It's hard to build a mystique nowadays. You know what I mean? Like because I think also it's because they expect people to post every single day on all platforms, every aspect of their life. So it's kind of hard to do that and be like, you know, like who were the dudes in the past? Like whatever the dudes like even that stopped also with like the event of like the invention of reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like eventually Ozzy Osbourne had to like, you know, do the reality show thing. And then he wasn't known as like, you couldn't really believe he was like a dude eating, you know, wombats and, you know, worshiping the devil and things like that anymore. Right. Especially as he was getting older and like, but before you wouldn't have known if he had like kids and a full blown family and teenagers and stuff.
Yeah.
So you could believe it like, whoa, it's like, you know, listen to this album and then a demon gonna pop out of the vinyl or something. This is not gonna happen. But now everything's so real and everybody's so like, you know, hyper focused on your life that, you know, now it's just like, nah, I'm just a guy living in a mansion.
Right. Oh, what's
like Snoop Dogg. When he first came out, people thought he was a real gangster, like, you know, shooting and slinging that, you know, what kind of narcotics. Now he's like hanging out with Martha Stewart doing
he's real gangster
advertisements and whatnot, you know. It's like,
well, obviously the only gangster, the only criminal left right now is you know,
Diddy.
Diddler right now. Yes. Hold on, what's up in the chat? Sean McArt is in the house. What's up, bro?
What up?
How you been, man? Long time no talk. I know I haven't been on TikTok that much. What's the subject of the day? We covered the subject for today. It was that the alleged sighting of the CEO talking about how he wants games to return to a simpler, more fun form, and he didn't like the modern gaming. And nobody knows if it was the actual CEO. And I don't know if anybody, it seemed like IGN may or may not have wanted to make a big deal about it, but, you know, they couldn't find anything conclusive.
Right.
I didn't really find anything wrong with what he said personally, but, you know, hey, Wait, Sean, you have a PS5, right? This is another Sean, by the way, for anybody who's gonna walk into this chat. It's different Sean, who's also an artist. Yeah, Sean, you gonna buy that? You gonna buy that PS5 Pro, bro? It's only $700. Let's go. Let's. They're just slinging art and whatnot. Cool, cool. Now you gotta get the Pro now, bro. Like the PS5 is on use. You gotta spend $700 plus another $800. No, plus another $80 to get the, you know, the disc attachment. And I heard people actually pre-ordering it though.
Okay.
That's what I heard. I can't confirm that. I heard from the grapevine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for real, y'all want this? Because I'm good. I'm systemed out. No PS5 for me, baby. Sorry. No console for Sean. This era. You might catch me in the next era, depending, because the way the prices and inflation is going. I guess a PS6 is going to be what, $900. So I got the OG with cloud memory and a terabyte memory card. Wait, how many games you got? I know you got to move that terabyte around, bro. You got to delete some games to play a new game, don't you? I know you do. Power says, and YouTube is just rolling out what they call immersive previews. What is an immersive preview? A cinematic video trailer that will automatically play whenever a user navigates to a creator's page. But isn't there like an intro video? I guess, which by the way, I should create an intro video for this channel. Oh, you have a disc drive. Man, Master Panda back said, man, the last console I owned was a PS3. so Panda, you just been on PC or? Because that's what I'm on now. That's why I'm gonna buy a PS5 or an Xbox. Actually, if I have a PC, it doesn't make sense for me buying an Xbox because I could just get Xbox Live on the PC if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? This console is getting very expensive. I guess everybody got to make their money, but
Brina said, "Wait, Snoop Dogg wasn't pushing for real? He might have been pushing. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's like a window of believability of like the dude is starting a music career, and there was like a mystique around, is he like making music and he's like being a gangster on the part-time or something? You know, like there's like a kind of a fantasy element."
Right.
That you bought into, even though it wouldn't make sense because they're too busy rapping and touring to be like being some kingpin or something.
It's like, I'm doing crime and on tour. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, what are you talking
about? It's a crime tour fusion? Like,
right.
I don't know how that would work, but
now I think they just do it, but we kind of just like, you know, it's like we know it's not real, but it doesn't matter. Like, you know, it's just entertainment.
Sean says $700 for a console after you paddled the PS5 Slimmy is nefarious work. I mean, Sony, I'm not sure what Sony doing right now. They panicking. They're getting games canceled in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? They selling. Oh, by the way, y'all, they're still selling Concord merch. Last I heard. Which
it's all printed up. So they gotta get rid of it somehow. I mean,
who's buying Concord merch?
Maybe it's like a collector's item because it's like, oh, get the merch of the game that got canceled.
Hold on, if I look up Concord
collector's
sweater,
item,
right?
Rarity, a novelty.
I guess so. Concord sweater. Wait, hold on. I gotta be specific. Concord game sweater, right? Boom. Yeah, I can't even find. What is this? A store for this? How can I? Yeah, because I thought I saw somebody post that like they were actually still selling, but then you're right. I guess they have to sell off the stuff. So
They made it.
oh I told Dan about the simple view of whatchamacallit, Clip Studio Paint. I guess I could cover that in the art video on Digital Art Riot. Oh, Sean, if you're still there, we have two channels now. This channel where we give our opinions on, entertainment and all that, and then I have a more art focused channel that I'm doing. I gotta get a prompt for that, man. Yeah, I'll give it to you in a second.
Oh man.
As soon as I find it. I am not meta-tagged. That's fine. Let's say Digital Art Riots. I don't know, Resident Evil, and I guess those should pop up. There we go. Share. Copy. That's just like one video. No. This is still React and Draw. I'm just saying I have another channel that channel is more art focused. I guess I'll be giving like more art based videos on that one, like little techniques that I find and stuff like that. Here will be arts plus opinion pieces. So we just wanted to like have a separated because the niches are gonna get too crossed up, and it's gonna be really confusing. So might as well keep it organized and all that. And all that. It's funny. I was trying to make something post-apocalyptic, and now it looked like it's giving me Kung Fury vibes.
Well, there is a crossover, I guess, with that.
Right.
I'm
still trying to figure out what to do with this jacket, but I'll figure that out off stream.
It's kind of like that, I kind of like that though. I kind of like there's like a Kung Fury vibe to it,
Yeah. I like it wasn't intentional, but like now that it's here, I'm like, you know what? That's pretty cool.
It's giving me like the old school, like 80s OVA vibes,
Right.
The character from MD Geist running around.
Right.
Maybe you need to watch MD Geist for some inspiration.
Now this was supposed to be. I might be doing too much here, so I'm trying to get a video out, y'all, by Friday. We'll see. If not Friday, definitely Monday. But I was gonna feature this piece in the video as a recorded time lapse, which is why I was on Twitch earlier with this doing the same thing. But the way this is going, I might just have to like give the regular Procreate time lapse. The way this is rolling right now, which is fine. That works too, I guess. So whatever. I tried. I tried.
Sean McGar says Kung Fury Streets of Rage.
Right. Streets of Rage. Right. Exactly.
And did you pick up the MVC collection with Marvel vs. Capcom?
I did not. I've been playing Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Erd Tree, which has been kicking my butt, and Black Myth Wukong.
And Concord. No, he's the one player.
Yeah, I'm the one player in Concord. I'm at the title screen because I have the hard disk collection. I don't. Actually, the only way you can have a hard disk collection actually is if you have a PS5. Because there's no Steam hard disk collection. Like if I go to eBay, right? Can I find Concord like on sale? I'm gonna find a Concord game. eBay.
You running around a server with no players in it, like it's about to get deleted. It's like Deadpool or something when they went to that junk universe.
Right. Yes,
They're
exactly.
in the recycling bin of Disney, ready to be emptied up with the trash.
Hey, yo, somebody got the PS5 disc for Concord right now. They are selling it for $99. The game's retail was 40, by the way.
Crazy.
My man's bugging. He got no bids. That's messed up. It's just sitting there, just like laying in its dust. Oh, also, they reported that Dustborn officially today had one player globally.
One player?
Yeah, one player globally. I'm not sure who that was. Somebody said it was probably the Norwegian government. I'm like, probably.
Eventually, maybe all the games will be run by the government. You know,
Can you
just
imagine?
like
There's
every
another
country.
government game.
Oh,
well, not really. But somebody reported on it. It's called Cat Park. And it's about learning how to spot and stop disinformation. And you have to go, but it could only be played on like off of a web browser or something.
Oh, that's probably like some kind of whatever, like one of those educational things, or
yeah, basically.
or like,
so it's nothing.
Or
It's
made
not
for internal government people or something, as like a flight simulator for like people, teach people pilots how to do stuff. It's not like a game out on like PS5.
No. But I think you could go to the website and play it. Let me see.
Oh, probably. There's probably games like, trying to calculate your carbon footprint. That's probably a game that they would get funding for, but it's not like a game.
No. Oh my
not like
goodness.
Dustborn.
Yeah, it's there. I kind of don't want to click it.
But the thing is, if you want to make a game like Dustborn, there's government grants to help you make that game. Like they want that's why they make it, because they're like, oh, if I can get like 8 government grants by making it as
right.
activisty as possible.
Y'all ready to see me play Cat Park online? I'm kidding. I don't. It's called, what is this? Tilt Studio. It says Cat Park is a serious game that teaches you how to identify and counter disinformation tactics. You play as a cat lover who tries to stop a park project for cats in your city by using emotional language and polarization.
Cat language.
Son, what are we doing? Oh, okay.
You're a cat person, like trying to suss out disinformation.
And you try to stop the cat park from being made. I don't.
Yes. Bruh. So, what kind of game is that?
I low-key want to click it and put it on screen to be like. Master Panda says, is this a joke? No, it's not a joke. Like they had. Oh, I'm gonna click it. Let me see what we got going on here. Oh, is it like a phone app game? Oh, you gotta download to your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta download. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen right now. Like y'all could go look it up if you want. Cat Parks from like tiltstudio.co or something. Where's the solutions about? Let me see about. We're a team of storytellers, thinkers, explorers, and makers. Together, we work on innovative ways that help our clients recognize and deal with online manipulation, all based on science and verified to be effective. We've worked for a variety of clients, from startups to governments. We'd love to work with you. Also, I guess Till Studio is the people we actively contribute to research work alongside universities, NGOs, and governments in order to maximize impact. Okay, all right, cool. Nah, so yeah, it's not a joke. Like they make games to and entertainment pieces to educate the people on how to be government compliant, I guess. Cat Park, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Go out and get your copy today on your phone. Sounds exciting. Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
this
sounds thrilling. What happened?
Alpha Proto's here was a sheeple. Like, hey man, look. If you know any sheeple that want some cat park, then that's the game for them. Yo, on a side note, y'all. Well, I guess it's more so for Brina and Dan. So I set this piece to CMYK.
Yeah.
That does weird things to the color.
Well, yeah.
No, but not just the color. It does weird things to the color selector. Like,
well, yeah, that's for sure. It's like it's all.
Like I can't get pure red.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's CMYK. I mean, you're
so
limited.
like all the way to the edge, like all the way here, and then like in the corner, this is supposed to be red. It said it's orange, so it's like I have to find like this red or something. And I was like, brother, like.
It's like if you were printing this like in a CMYK printer, like on some kind of offset thing, this would have to be the colors you would choose. Of course, if you're messing it with an iPad, I don't even know if those colors would even translate once you moved it off of your iPad. It would probably shift into something else anyway.
Right.
So it doesn't even matter.
I
think Procreate has to mimic like a CMY color. I don't know. It's like it's different. It's like it'd be better if it was like freaking Photoshop or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Procreate's version of CMYK, but it's fine because it's only for this piece. I'm glad that I found it out here instead of like continuing to like do it elsewhere. I just saw it like when I was online earlier, and I was like, ew. I was like, I don't think I'm feeling. But
what's that?
What's that, brother? I was like, what is this? Like, I couldn't even get her skin right at first because I was like, nah, man.
Alpha Proto says those are the colors the printer shows to CMYK's printer accurate colors. Yep. Master Panda says when y'all printed Red Volume 1, did y'all print in RGB or CMYK? I know it was a while ago, but I'm just curious. It was CMYK.
Right.
It was in CMYK. Like you can make it in RGB. I guess if you really had enough disk space on your thing, you would just do it start from finish in CMYK and let the file be as big as you want.
Right.
Or you can do it in RGB and then like the ink file, the ink layer, you can convert it to CMYK and then alpha lock the whatever the layer with the black and just dump like a better looking black if you don't like the black that they're using.
Right.
You can use a true black. It's not too that's dark. I don't know, it's different. Like you have to ask the printer. It's sort of like it's funny, like when you make it a comic book for real, like to be printed.
Yes.
It's almost like you gotta choose a printer before you even start drawing the comic book. And then basically you're just drawing the comic book to what the printer wants. That would be like the ultimate right there. Like you would like choose a printer, ask them for the specs, and then revolve your whole like comic making enterprise around that, which is kind of like lame, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, you're right.
Say, what printer are you on? What color profile you want me to make the PDF in? What size you want the pages to be? And then like, all right, cool. And then you can start drawing your comic. Otherwise, you're going to make adjustments to each printer that you decide to go around, which you might have to do anyway.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? By the way, if you like what we're saying,
yes,
like the video.
Oh, yes, please do.
Us in the algo. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be big ballers on YouTube. You know, we're trying to be shot callers.
Right.
Actually,
Oh, right. I forgot.
I can't say that song anymore. That's Diddy.
Oh Lord, this freaking guy.
Man, it's so crazy
this
because
freaking guy, bro.
Like he's such a. I mean, look, love him or hate him, and everybody hates him now. But the dude was like, I don't know. He's just in hip hop history, man. It's because he was involved with Biggie, and
yeah,
the late '90s was his time, man. And
now he's just revealed to be
some kind of international sex criminal
Kingpin,
or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Deviant, disturbed, sick individual right now with his baby
So
oil and
sad. Yes, that's the baby oil. I've heard of the baby oil. The freak offs. The prosecutor man was like, they're giving them drugs. They're giving them IV injections to keep them awake so they can keep going on. And
oh
during the
my
freak offs,
gosh,
that would last for hours, days, years. I don't know the years, but he had him on retainer. He had him intimidated so that they would keep doing the freak offs.
bro. I wonder if he knows any big names. Like, is this going to turn into a a Steen situation right now? Like, or I don't know. Like, I don't know how that's working. I don't even know what to
What about
say.
the baby oil?
Wait, what happened? What do you mean? So
he got thousands of them. He bought like, I don't know, thousands of bottles of baby oil to keep them all greased up during the freak offs.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not joking, by the way. Like that was the report. Like that.
He wants some shiny, you know what I'm saying? Want some greased up, like old school Hulk Hogan videos, like in the 80s. Like he wants some suntan baby oiled up for the freak offs, okay?
Yo, y'all remember, I know
some
Sean
greased up, so like I don't know, they can shove whatever into whatever's got to be done, so he can be stimulated,
right?
Because I guess after years and years of these freak offs, his dopamine receptors are fried. That now he's just like some inert psycho,
right?
And he just stares off into the distance doing the Stanley Kubrick stare, and he no emotions and stuff, you know. The Gomer Pyle, Vincent D'Onofrio, that he has to like increase the levels of freakiness in order for him to feel even a modicum of sensation.
Yeah,
this is what's going on in the Diddy world. Okay, this is what he's being prosecuted over, right? He's giving allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to protect the integrity of the channel,
right?
Allegedly, okay.
Man, my man's facing crazy charges right now.
Yeah. They're saying they're giving them drugs so that they can, like, you know, still get freakier. And
I didn't know about the drugs, but I'm not surprised.
And you know, the state is alleging, you know, that these people are like, you know, prostitutes.
Alpha Proto said, if you want Diddy wants to party, you got to tell him no.
True.
Cat Williams, yeah. Said get them all lubed up.
Yeah, they're all greased up, like, you know what I'm saying? Remember?
Yo, what? Hold on. Why is it every time that Sean McCart is on, we always talking about something crazy?
Well, you know, I mean, this is big. This is crazy. This is big. This is nationwide news. Everybody's talking about this. We're talking about Warhammer. We got to talk about Diddy. You got to have like 800 videos. Make your career on Diddy, like all these other law tubers made their career off of Johnny Depp.
Yo,
that's how you become a big baller right now.
Oh yeah, and Power said he was denied bail. Alpha Proto said like a grease pig.
Yeah, no, he likes them all greased up and shiny. I assume with all that baby oil. Does he like? What happens with the surplus? Does he sell it to like? Does he recycle it or something? Does he like sell it to? I don't know what you do with that. It has to be properly disposed of.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna create like a ecological disaster in the ocean if he like dumps it like into trash or something. You know, it's not gonna be good. Yeah, but I don't know, man. That's, I mean, and of course, everyone on Twitter is like sharing all of the videos, all of him hanging out with celebrities. Like here he is with Hillary. Here he is with, you know, Jimmy Kimmel. Here he is with,
Brina,
you know.
Brina says better put Diddy in that title too, guys.
Probably. Maybe that'll be a future show.
Yeah. Tomorrow? No, I don't know. Well, no, we gotta wait till more develops.
Yeah.
I need like the Diddy expose. Let the Diddy case build up. And then like
I mean, it's building up for a while. I mean, my man is
My sister sent me some screenshot, but I couldn't find like the article on it, so I'm not going to claim it as fact. It said that they found 784 toys in his house. Like I don't know if that's actually true, so I'm not gonna. No, Sean said Ezra Miller was Ezra Miller was there. He said, "Nah, because I had a feeling you were gonna talk about the diddler." I mean, I guess we couldn't not mention it. Like that was like the craziest news of the day, to be honest.
Ain't never gonna stop, man. You know, they got it out for that dude, man. It's over, bro. Like, prosecutor guy, whoever that guy was doing the press conference, that dude was black.
Mm.
He had like a row of like 6 women that are prosecuting him, and I'm like, bro, it's a wrap, bro. They strategically are, you know, it's like sometimes you feel like, whoa, maybe they're gonna rig it in his favor. Like he's so popular, he has so many connections and stuff. It's like, nah, it's just a wrap. It's like Diddy's over. Like all his friends ran from him. All the celebrities have revoked their associations with him.
Yep. It's cooked. It's cooked. My man's cooked.
It's just cooked. It's game over. And I assume it's because he had, I don't know, maybe he had blackmail on very important people, and they were like, you just can't, the juice ain't worth the squeeze anymore, man, you know, with this baby oil enthusiast. They're like, you know, he helps us corral people into the vote. He helps.
Oh yeah, he was out here talking about vote or die. I remember that.
Right, he was big into politics. You know, that's the thing though. When you start doing like crazy controversial stuff like that, people try to get ahead of the problem by like becoming some philanthropist or some do-gooder entrepreneur. I mean, philanthropist kind of person.
Yeah.
I saw a photo. He was like giving something to like some school or like some money to a school and stuff. You know, you got to offset. It's like the gangsters, you know, like
the
the mobsters and stuff back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They would like do their protection racket and whatnot, but then they would also like during Christmas they would like give away free turkeys and stuff. You know, like Nino Brown.
Right. Hold on, Brina said, I still can't get over Diddy's dumb son snitching in his own song about the house next door when they own when the FBI didn't know anything about the first house. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Alpha Pro said slip inside. I was literally about to mention that. Alpha Pro said Hakan from Street Fighter 4. Dan, do you remember this character?
No.
Oh man, hold on. I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm gonna just show you. Give me a second.
Power 100 said fighting Suge Knight. Massive Panda says, yeah, but he didn't even promote Vote or Die, and then people found out he didn't even vote or something like that. That's how I remember it, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure about that. That'd be funny though.
That is funny. Hold on. It says Street Fighter 4.
Massive Panda says, but I suppose he has bigger problems in his hands right now. I guess so. Yeah.
There you go.
No one wants his endorsement anymore. Like, you know.
No.
Didn't Eric Adams give him the key to the city? Like,
and he took it back.
Oh, he took it back. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here you go. This is Hakan or Hakan. I don't know how to pronounce it. He just oils himself up to fight.
Okay.
Diddy right now.
Greased up, ready to party.
The freak offs.
What was the purpose of the baby oil? Was it like,
oh, I don't know.
Maybe too much rubbing on like chafes.
Yeah. All right,
too much rubbing on. They're rubbing up against each other too much, chafing them, and they gotta go get the, the Johnson and Johnson. They gotta just a dab will do you.
Oh, that's a bad man right there. And he doesn't have any bill.
No bail.
It's over for him. It's over for him. Like, first of all, we all knew that Diddy was like up to stuff like for years, and people was like staying. You remember, like they were trying to say like, "Oh, Cassie got dirt on him" or whatever, this, that, and third, and people were like, "No, that's rumor. That's fake."
Yeah, I know.
You know whose Twitter page there is to be on right now, bro? And I know people are going ham on. I already saw 2 comments on the page. T D Jakes, bro. That's what.
Oh man. Damn.
I guarantee he ain't gonna mention nothing in sermon about him. He ain't mentioning Diddy no more. It's over. Now they used to hang out. But they never confirmed. It's like, you know what I'm saying.
He go to the free golf.
Yeah, like, I cannot confirm nor deny if this dude, like, you know what I'm saying, went to the.
Thing is, he should have like tapered off of that stuff.
Who?
Maybe he was. I have no idea, but he should have just said, "Hey, man, it was a crazy time back in the early 2000s or something, but it's time to like end this phase of my life," or something. Instead, he just kept going.
Man, for what? He see you out here serving up Illuminati parties. You can't stop.
True. He was like the party master or something. He was like the master of ceremonies for the elite.
Yeah, exactly. He was their top performer. And now, I just want to know if he knows like important names.
Maybe I don't know, because there's a crossover out of like Black Hollywood into White Hollywood. Like,
I'm certain, bro. I'm certain. Oh, you mean like his party specifically? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Remember there's that weird video where like he was like hugging up on Justin Bieber when he was a kid or something? And I'm just like, oh man. This is all this, by the way, this is all, it's just what I've seen. Is all guesswork. I'm not confirming anything, obviously. I don't want no legal trouble with, freak off people. Like, leave me alone.
His freak off cult.
What happened?
His freak off cult. He has a massive.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't.
He has a whole community he has on a payroll of like freaky people lubed up.
Yeah, hey yo.
Ready to burst through your door like the Kool-Aid Man and grease you up.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
You gonna have to. Nah. I ain't going out like no punk.
That'd be the worst way to go out.
I'll jump out the window. I'll live. Said, Brina said, I'm waiting to see Tom Hanks go through the ringer, allegedly. Diddy was also down with everyone. What's that? Elon DeGeneres? Oh, you mean Ellen? Or, I don't know.
Ellen DeGeneres? Yeah.
She was at the parties. What's going on?
I don't know.
I thought the elite was supposed to watch out after the people. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. Been plagued with hiccups all day.
They gotta disclose these names. I haven't heard like one name from like the official people. Like,
Yeah, nah.
Her trial's gonna be nuts. Alpha Prota says there's interviews on her show with Diddy talking about the parties. Oh man.
We're gonna have to do a deep dive on this one day. This is way more than I like. This is above my pay grade. Which on this site is nothing because we're not monetized yet. But oh my goodness, hold on.
It's a whole nother world over there, man. Ollie weird. But I tell you what, man, people still want to get into Hollywood, man. They still want to get into the music industry. Like they apparently we have the tools to publish whatever you want from wherever you live, but people still want to go to California. And
I don't know for what. I heard Neon from Clownfish talking about that Hollywood want to move away from California.
It's so stupid. It's like it's an actual place. It's like,
well, I guess like the institutions of Hollywood, rather.
Yeah, they're really starting to a little bit. Like they film out in Georgia. That's like another place they film out. They're trying to get into Nashville. They're trying to like get into any other place with like, I guess, warmer climate that they can get away from the big taxes of California and I guess the crimes of exhaust the stats, just whatever, run out the statutes in California for the Diddy parties. Who knows? Like, at the end of the day, it's like Hollywood is not just a place. It's like it's a institution. It's a system. Like if you
Right.
got to get like crazy permits that cost zillions of dollars to make a movie, and you have to like get some star who's overpriced to be in your movie to get financing. If you're part of the union that doesn't protect you when Diddy comes for you and stuff like that, or whoever, or Weinstein, or then it's like if you can't deal with that,
Yeah.
then allegedly you can't make movies and you can't get distribution. And that's the idea of like movie making in America right now. Now, allegedly, it doesn't have to be that way, because you can like run out there with like a camera that costs $1,000 that takes an image that's like good, and you can upload your film to YouTube, if in theory, and make money.
Right.
But can you get the traction? You would need money to advertise it, and then they have to take your advertising over somebody else. So it's like we have the tools. Like people have the tools. Some people have money and stuff,
Right.
and they can like do all this stuff. They have like rich people but instead of doing it themselves, they want to go through Hollywood. What they say, and then complain when like Quiet on the Set comes out, and Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
Instead of saying like, nah, we'll just release our own films on the platforms ourselves, and we don't have to go through all this other stuff. And we won't hire kids, or if you hire kids, the parents are on the set and they're exhausted for like 10 hours a day while some weirdo is also on the set.
Right.
I don't know. It's crazy. It's madness. Let me just see what's popping here. Master Panda says, I bet Diddy probably has all kind of stories about Will Smith at the parties. Now, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Will Smith had his own freaky thing going on. Like, he didn't really need to hang out with Diddy like that. Like,
yeah, he was on the side quest.
Yeah, I think he's like he and his wife are like on some separate version of Hollywood right now. I think like his wife was more of a Tupac fan than a Diddy fan.
I mean,
anyways.
yeah, clearly. All right.
It says Ariana Grande was a kid playing cards at Tom Hanks' house. I don't know anything about that.
I don't know either. I'm gonna have to research that.
Alpha Proto says, did you know Gangstalicious from the Boondocks was based off Puffy?
Now that's actually hilarious. I did not know that. I'm going to look that up too.
Alpha Proto says, if they don't want people to see your movie, they will not review it. That's true. Just choose not to. Master Panda says, Alyssa Milano and half the cast of the Avengers movie screaming at Governor Kemp, like, let go back to California. Alpha Proto says, there is a movie out now that I want to watch, but the showings are at 10 and 11, 40 minutes away. I can't watch a movie that late. I will fall asleep.
Wait, which movie?
Yeah, what movie is it? What is it?
Speaking of which, I gotta get off soon so I can get ready for I was sick. I was sick for a couple days, but now I got to return to the job. You know.
But we had fun. We had fun. Check out the links in the description.
Yep. We'll be
This
back.
pick is this pick is looking good. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know why I've been trying to figure out like what to do with like her top, but I think I'm forming it into something. I definitely want to finish it by tomorrow because I definitely want to try to make a video by Friday. But like I said, I will try. Y'all. I will try. Anyway, by the way, anybody who checked out my last video on the Reddit expose, thank you. By the way, if you're seeing this video after the fact, video kind of blew up a little bit, un poquito, so that was pretty cool. You guys might see new people in the chat soon. But yeah, we'll be back to discuss more madness of the world. It's kind of tough to pick like what madness to talk about too, because like, you know, it's like in reality, like 8 million things happen today, and I'm just like, what was I supposed to talk about? What's safe to talk about? It'd have been funny if we just said this the Diddy stream and just had his face on the.
There's always another day.
There's always another day. Because this case is gonna keep going, and
it's not over for that guy. You know,
the more it goes on, I bet you leave it till next week, y'all. We'll probably have a stream on him because I guarantee you we're gonna see the most ridiculous headline. I mean, I don't know what's more ridiculous than 1,000 bottles of baby oil, but Afro said, yeah, today was explosive. Yeah, today like kind of like messed my mind up. Like I was like, what is going on, bro? What is going on? It's too much happening. We need the world to slow down. Good grief. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to hop up off of here, and we will catch you next time. Till then, have a good night. Stay safe. You know, saying everybody, remember to give a video a like on the way out, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.